Welcome back to my channel. Again, my name is William Sanchez from Code for Traders. If you saw my Monday's video of this specific strategy of the MACD plus EMA, 200 EMA, this is actually the created code for that strategy. So on Monday, we did a manual test of 100 trades. Today is the same exact strategy, but actually coded into a strategy for TradingView specifically. So if you remember from Monday's video, the strategy is the MACD and the 200 EMA. So the way it worked, you already made the code who actually places the actual stop loss and take profit. But the way it works is you need the price to be above the 200 EMA, which as you can see here, and the MACD needs to be below the zero line crossing up. So as you can see, that will be the perfect signal. And once you enter that signal or that entry, your stop loss needs to be at the 200 moving average. And the take profit will be 1.5 from there. So for every 100 you risk, you'll be making 150. So in last video, you would have to go back to last video so you can see 100%. But last video, it gave it about a 48% win rate. And it made about $2,000 with 100 trades back tested. In this scenario, we're also using I like to trade M&Q specifically, or NASDAQ at the 15-minute chart. This is how this strategy does perform the best. And yesterday's video, or on Monday's video, the profit was about 2,000. It was only 100 trades. This one, I'm going from August 31st, 2025 to July 10th, 2026. So it does perform very well even in this, on the actual strategy itself. Like I did speak on Monday's video, you can take multiple different signals during one specific trade. That I did add that piece in the code if any of you would want to do it. I only put one at a time. We can actually toggle that off and you can take multiple during the actual trade. I don't think that's, it does do better. It does do better like that, but it can become a little tricky depending on how you trade. If you're trading manually in futures, the trades kind of like average out. So I wouldn't recommend that, but you can do it if you want. So I'll walk you through a little bit on the actual strategy itself. As you can see, I only have it where it only takes one, and it does fairly well. And you can kind of see all the profits I put as well through here. I did add in this code specifically, I did add where you can kind of do it by dollar amount. This would be great for prop firms and stuff. You can go based off percentage of equity, dollar amount, and just contract size. Either of these can work perfectly for you. As you can see, the strategy does work very well. Like I said, you can see the live testing, like I said, on Monday, and on Friday, I'm creating a NinjaTrader version of this so it can actually trade manually for you or automatically, so you don't actually have to take any trades. That's the benefits of NinjaTrader. Even though NinjaTrader is a little annoying to use some of the time, but it allows full automation for strategies. But to get back into the actual strategy itself, here you can change the length of the moving average. I put 200 because that's the point of the strategy. This is the specific strategy that the MACD uses. This is exact, and the multiplier for the TP. You can change it, of course, for this specific strategy is 1.5, but you can change it, of course, however you would want. The risk per trade mode, as I already explained, you can pick how you would want to change your risk. This is great for prop firm stuff. You can put the dollar amount, the percentage amount, and the contract size. So this is very good. Here is what I was saying. You can do multiple trades in one session or just one trade open at a time, and once it's complete, then the other one can be taken. Here is just a filter that I added that if you saw Monday's video, you kind of see. You want the actual candle to be fully closed, like open and close on the other side of the EMA. What do I mean by that? So for example, so you see this, let me zoom this in more. Do you see this candle right here? Technically, this candle is between the EMA. It's between. The strategy or that setting that I put, it needs to be like this. It needs to be the open and close needs to be on the other side of the moving average, like in this scenario. is completely on the other side to take the signal. If not, you can actually do it where that doesn't matter. Mind you, your win rate can vary. The win rate, I mean, as you can see, it does do better. It does perform better, and the win rate does go up. But, you know, it still doesn't perform as well as you would want it to, especially since the drawdown is higher. It does take, let me see, does it take more trades or less trades? I did not notice if it did. Let's see again. So it did 199. And it does, yeah, it takes more trades, right? But the win rate is about the same, it is negligible, but you do win a lot more, right? So it depends how you want to go about it. Oh, let me finish how this goes. And here you can put the stop loss. I change the stop loss. You can change it however you would want. You can do a flat amount, flat ticks. You can do a buffer. For example, the buffer is maybe you want it to go slightly below the moving average or slightly above the moving average, however you would want. The way I created this is its base or its default is the actual strategy, right? The 200 EMA with the MACD and that exact entry logic. But the way I created it, you can modify however you would want with the basis of the original strategy itself. This I will sell on my Etsy store as well. I'll link it in the description below. You guys can purchase it if you want from there. But that is the goal that I'm gonna be doing with this channel. I'm gonna first test the strategies live, create TradingView indicator or strategy for it. Then I'll also do a NinjaTrader, pretty much doing the same thing, walking through everything slowly. And if you guys have any questions, you feel free to comment in the comment section below and I'll answer as many as I can. But this is the strategy itself. You can of course change, let's do the 365, what that would potentially give. Okay, so with the one, it did perform even better. The win rate is pretty good for a 2-to-1. But then if we were to maybe change, because usually winning trades tend to go a good amount further. So let's do a 2. What would the 2 give us? Oh, it performs about the same. Nah, no. 37. I still like the 1.5. Again, if you want to do like a hyper scalper, you can do 0.5. You get a much higher win rate. Let's see the TP. Yeah, I mean, you get a much higher win rate, but I still recommend the 1.5. You can also do 1 if you prefer. This one's not that bad. I mean, it's pretty good win rate, but the P&L drawdown, no, not really working. But you could play around with it. You can do easily like 1.7, let's say. It doesn't necessarily have to be 1.5. But the way I created this, like I said, is you can create it as you wish. The basis of it is a working strategy. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions below. On Friday, I will be doing the NinjaTrader version of this. If you prefer, like I said, if you have any other questions I can help with, but here it is. Here's the focus of the strategy itself. And then thank you for joining me again and speak to you next time.